Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third installment of my journey with this beautiful 1994 GMC Safari conversion van, conversion completed by the Explorer Van Company from Warsaw, Indiana. I'm taking a break from taking apart the interior of this van. I will show you later. There's already a new carpet in there, and what I would like to do is, before putting it back together, of course, to clean up the sidewalls, which have had some water damage at some point in the past. But what we will do with you today is upgrade a little bit the front of this van in the finest traditions of Astra Safari van customization from 90s and 2000s. So when I was browsing pictures of Astra Safari to get a bit of a better idea of what I purchased at that estate auction, I saw quite a few custom projects, and naturally curiosity got me, and I started looking how easy or difficult it is to buy parts for this van. Turned out to be there are quite a few still available. We are not going to go very crazy. We're not going to put an air ride in here or a crazy body kit. No, we getting a new grille because it is kind of faded and needs to be at least repainted. It is also cracked, so I decided we're going to put a new one in, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. We're going to put new headlight trim to match the new grille. I also decided to upgrade and bring Safari closer to 2020s by putting those transparent or clear turn signal lenses that are right now a little bit faded and naturally amber. And also, you notice this box right here, Spider Auto. That are the new taillights, again in the finest traditions of 2000s and Fast and Furious theme that I just simply always wanted to try to put on some of my cars. So van was just coincidentally here to suffer this torture. Anyway, that seems to be like a fun project for today, and we'll see how it progresses, but enjoy.
Alright, dear viewers, as you can see, the grille has cracked on all of its brackets that were holding it in place and has not fallen out only because of the headlight trim pieces and lower pins. I tried to find the original grille, but no luck. I've seen several options on the junkyards, but all of them exhibited similar problems. Unfortunately, here we're dealing with the infamous quality of the 90s GM plastic. From the factory, the grille is held in place by screws on top and pins at the bottom, 4 on each side. By the way, 2 of the latter have been broken in my van. Additionally, we need to remove 4 screws from the headlight trim on each side, and by the way, here are the pins, fasteners, clips or retainers, whichever is the right term here, I've told you about earlier. Now it's time to remove the corner lights from the headlight trim. Each light is held by 3 screws. Before we put our fancy clear ones, we need to replace the light bulbs from clear to amber, which is what we're doing now. Let's unbox the brand new aftermarket grille that I got. This is a billet grille, and this is pretty much the only option I could find online. It is made out of metal, so hopefully it will last a bit longer. Before we put it on, let's remove the remaining button fasteners. Due to their location and that they have been on the van since it was manufactured, it takes me a bit more time than I expected to get them out. In the description of the item, it says that the new grille is a direct bolt-on, though some bending and effort may be required. Something along those lines. Oh boy, it did take some time to get it aligned decently. I'll admit that installing the bottom screws was a bit more convenient due to the fact that the grille is narrower and more flexible than the factory one. In the future, before I start using the van on a regular basis, I think I will add a mesh backing to it just to protect the radiator and other components, just to be safe. You may have noticed that the new grille does not have a fitted logo. For now, I have added this little GMC badge from eBay, which still wiggles a bit. I've run out of double-sided tape, but we will get it attached more securely by the time the video is released. Thank you Amazon 2-day delivery. By the way, this logo can be wired to the headlights and shine bright like a diamond when you turn them on. Not sure if I want to mess with it yet. Next problem. New corner lights do not come with the hardware. and factory hardware does not fit here, it's a bit too small. Temporarily, I've attached them to the headlight trim pieces using push-in fasteners from my previous project. Again, since I'm sure there will be further adjustments required, I'm not too worried about them yet.
And like I promised, let's have a look at what is the state of this van at this point. So the door cover, the door panel, was completely destroyed by the water, so it has been removed, and as you can see, there is a soundproofing material right there, and it's going to be, I'll try to get it all over the van. The insides are stripped apart. Here is the new carpet. It's now automotive, and it actually is still fairly pleasant to touch. Here's for comparison the carpet from a house, that what it looked like in the past. Like I said, here is the soundproofing. Here is all the gutted material in the inside. Everything. I would like to take the roof panels off. I would like to get them steamed, cleaned, and everything, just, you know, to be safe. This is our rear AC, rear heater, something like that. Overall, it does look like we're moving, at least somewhere. And let me show you what has been done up front. If you remember this part, those like interior door handles, they were completely yellowed out, and even after cleaning it, nothing worked out. So I just painted it black. Given that there is black in the interior, it worked great. The wood is being slowly restored. This is just basically the first couple of coats. It still needs buffing, it still needs polishing to get, you know, in the best shape, but this has been done to all the wood trim up front. As you can see, again, everything is pulled apart, but at least we are moving in some direction. There will be soundproofing material here up front, in the back, everything. All right, let's go back to fix the taillight.
We moved to the taillights, and like I promised, they are manufactured according to the finest style of late 90s, early 2000s, hello Vin Diesel, guaranteeing additional 5 horsepowers. The replacement here is fairly straightforward, since each of them is held by only 2 screws. Unfortunately, when I was unpacking the left taillight, I've dropped and cracked a small piece of it apart. Using super glue and cursing at myself, it was fixed. However, to make it look even cooler, I checked the box with my recent garage sale purchase and added these limited edition door guards, which I'm sure gave me additional 2 horsepowers. From the same box, filled with out-of-store treasures of 80s and 90s, I've added door lock trim. I could not find replacement Explorer Van Co. logos for my wheel caps, so they were covered, keeping the apparently patriotic theme of this van in mind with appropriate center caps. Now, check this van out. I think it turned out pretty cool. Definitely gives me motivation to finish it and start driving it. Oh, by the way, I've also added these chrome pieces on top of my headlights. Not sure how I feel about them yet, but I'll keep them here for now. And that's it for today, guys. Please support this channel by subscribing to it. Don't forget to press the like button and let me know what you think of these styling updates. Thank you so much for watching, and all the best until we meet again at Nikitos Autos.